everyone, welcome back to Novel Nomad and welcome to a very quick and short video because I realised over on Angie's channel, which I'll link up here and down below for you to discover her awesomeness. She loves classics, so if you love classics, you'll love Ange. But I was watching on her video that Tome Topple Round 6 is occurring and it's starting on the 29th of June and going all the way until the 12th of July. And I love Tome Topple mainly because it makes me realise how many big books I have on my shelf, and I'm sure, as you know, I do love my big books. Now this is hosted by a lovely set of booktubers, all of whom I'll list down below, and all of their videos as well that you can discover, but I thought I would go into the books that I'm planning to read for this Tome Topple. Number 1 is Juliet Marilliers, The Daughter of the Forest. This is a fantasy novel which is loosely based off Celtic folklore. I am very, very interested in reading this one. It sits at, I believe, 649 pages. It's in the really easy to read Tor paperback editions, and I am very excited to get into this, mainly because it is the first in a series of the Seven Water trilogy. I think it extended beyond the original trilogy, but this is one of the very early books. So it basically follows Sorcha, who's youngest daughter of Lord Colum of Seven Waters, and she is destined to protect her family from the Britons. So a lot of wonderful Celtic mythos is interwoven into the story. So I'm very much looking forward to it. It's got wonderful reviews, and Juliet Marillier is actually from Australia. She was born in New Zealand and she now lives in Australia, so this is definitely a great local read and also a great fantasy read to get off my shelf. Next is A Casual Vacancy by J.K. Rowling. Now this is J.K. Rowling's book after she finished the Harry Potter series and before she started writing as Robert Galbraith and then into all the Harry Potter plays. This one is a bit of a mystery thriller, a very realistic depiction of rural England. And it's got mixed reviews. I think everyone was expecting a very intense, like fantastical Harry Potter type world, and then suddenly she entered into this very realistic fiction world, and not many people knew how to take it when it was released. But I am very much interested in reading this book, mainly because I have read the 3 crime novels that she wrote under Robert Galbraith's pseudonym, and this is just before, and it's kind of when she was working her way towards being a crime writer. So this one just tips the scales at 503 pages. The next book that I absolutely definitely want to get to is All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr. This has received so much critical acclaim and just general readership views and loves that I definitely want to check it out. It is set in World War II. It is about 2 young children who are trying to survive during World War II. The first one is Marie. She's a blind girl who goes with her father and flees from Paris. And the other is an orphan boy, Werner, who wants to escape his life and by joining the army, and he doesn't realise what he's signing up for. From the reviews alone and the fact that it is probably one of our best sellers at the bookstore that I work at, I definitely want to actually know the hype behind this book. And well, obviously, as you might know from watching my past videos, I have a particular love for World War II historical fiction. This one just sneaks into the tome classification with 514 pages. Now, one of the challenges for Tome Topple is to read a graphic novel, but this year, instead of just a graphic novel to break up the tome reading, it is actually a 500+ page graphic novel, and unfortunately I don't own any of that magnitude. I did borrow one from the library, but unfortunately it is a very popular one called Blankets, and I am unable to get it in time for this Tome Topple. But in saying that, I've added another book onto my list that is not one of the desperate want-to reads like these 3 are, but still contains a more of a graphic nature to the novel itself. And that is Wildwood by Colin Malloy with illustrations by Carson Ellis. Now I chose this because it actually has illustrations to other books, so it has a graphic element to it, and the writing in itself is quite large. So it seems like one that I could just skip away to when some of the heavier fantasies don't really blend well together, or I'm finding it slowing my reading pace down. So I thought this might be a nice one, a bit of a wild card to chuck in there. And it is, I believe it's more of a middle grade reader book, and it follows Prue as she and her friend Curtis run off into the Wildwood after Prue's younger baby brother, who is kidnapped by crows. So it sounds quite whimsical, but also quite dark from all accounts, and I'm interested to see what I make of this middle grade read. I usually don't read middle grade books, but this beautiful tome was given to me by my lovely friend Chloe as a Christmas gift, so I definitely have to get on to reading this one. Definitely tips over the scale at 537 pages. So just a quick video like I said, but these are the 4 books that I have on my Tome Topple TBR. So let me know down below if you're doing Tome Topple, or if you like any of the books that I've suggested, or if you've read them before and you want to give me a little bit of a handy hint where I should start first. Let me know down below. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you at the end of my Tome Topple with a wrap up. Fingers crossed I get at least 2 of these books done. It is also part of the challenge. So I'll see you next time. Bye!